Hey everyone, ArchTalko here, welcoming you back to Xenoblade Chronicles, because in the previous episode we, what did we do last episode? I can't remember. Alright, that's cool. Forgive me. So anyway, today we are going to be, embarking on a really exciting point in this game. I like to think of this part of the game, very fittingly because we're about halfway through the game, but it's kind of this transition period. Not only in terms of like the environmental design and kind of locales that we'll be visiting, but also in terms of the story and overall themes of narrative.
Oh, what the?
Is all that big sword? Oh, if he's, then ouchie ouch!
The sword of the Mechonis.
The entire valley below. The whole thing is its sword.
Something seems unnatural.
What do you mean?
Look, that flowing light. From the way it glows, it has to be ether, but it looks like it's being drawn in by something.
By the fortress. It should just be up ahead.
Father once told me that the Mechonis absorbs the ether of the Bionis and uses it for sustenance.
So the Mechonis feeds off ether? Then undoubtedly the ether serves as the Mekon's energy source as well.
Really goes to show just how far we've come. I love being able to see the Bionis from all points of the game, aside from Valak Mountain, because it really just helps lend itself to that scale. You know, started at the ankle, worked our way all the way up to the head, and now all the way back down the opposite arm on his thumb currently. It's nuts to me. Also gotta hand it to the Mechonis, because the concept of a sword that's draining the ether from the Bionis, not only is that pretty cool, it's also literally anime AF. Like, screw Xenoblade 2's criticisms, vampire swords are so anime, dude. So anime. But that's neither here nor there, because welcome to Sword Valley.
It looks so big, even from this distance. The fortress must be enormous.
Galahad Fortress. The frontline base of the Mekon. The Mekon that attack Bionis must all come from here.
Then there's a high probability that he's there. The golden Mekon that took Fiora. We're about to enter the Mekon stronghold. If there's anyone who wants to turn back now.
Shulk, friend should no split up. No leave friend behind. Ricky's scared, but Ricky won't go too.
Ricky.
He's right. Okay, let's go.
Yes.
Like they were saying, Galahad Fortress, basically the main stronghold of the Mekon. Chances are, any Mekon that we fought during our journey thus far, it's probably come from this base that we're going to be, well, at least trying to infiltrate. But real quick, I do want to show off. So this place was called Bionis Thumb, right? And if we zoom out, you can actually see it is modeled after the Bionis' thumb. Ah, it's so cool. And we're back to having the full 3D models of both the Bionis and the Mechonis in the background. Not necessary, but it's so cool. And even if we kind of look over to Valak Mountain, you can kind of see, you know, we have the giant Ose Tower horn, and just the overall geography, it's missing a detail or two, but the overall shape, it's actually, like, pretty accurate to how it was when we were traveling down Valak Mountain. Ah, it's so cool. The details, they're so cool.
What's that?
A supply convoy. It would be most unwise to proceed without restocking our supplies.
You arranged this for us.
Hey, it's...
Dixon!
Looks like you lot have been having fun without me. Heard you took care of that faced Mekon.
What are you doing here?
I got wind of some allied force coming together a few days back. I stepped up as the representative of the Homs. Then a little birdie told me you lot were heading for Galahad Fortress. So I thought I'd drop by and say hello. I've got a whole stack of new equipment. Want some?
Yeah! I was hoping for some new stuff.
Hold it, Ryan. You know it's gonna cost you.
You cheap old man.
What was he doing with his arm? Dixon, what were you doing there, my boy? My son, it's Dixon. Ah, it's been so long. Months even. Oh, forgive me again. So I love the fact that, first off, we're like on a mission to save our race from extinction, and he's like still charging us for his equipment. But also, I love that back when we were first reintroduced to Dixon and Dumban after the whole battle after Aethermine, it was still implied that Dumban had to buy his original anti-Mechon glaive from Dixon. What a mogul.
Fiora? You mean Dumban's sister?
Yes.
So that's why you're all looking so down. I can't believe they're sticking Homs into those faced Mechon. Looks like they weren't just eating us.
They made Mumkar into one. He was the one who attacked Colony 9.
Oh, and there was me thinking he snuffed it in that battle.
Aren't you surprised?
Did he attack Colony 9? I don't know what drives those Mechon. I've given up trying to figure them out. It don't surprise me one bit. Still, Mumkar as well, eh? Things are getting interesting.
Sorry?
Oh, nothing.
It is time for us to return. I would like to continue providing assistance, but my help is required in assembling Homs for the Allied force. There are also my duties as seer to consider.
Then I'll be off too. You lot should be all right getting Fiora back. In the meantime, we'll be getting ready for battle.
Thanks for coming this far. We'll be fine. We can handle ourselves.
Galahad Fortress is a key position for the Mechon. You can't just rush in, all guns blazing.
Agreed. We will infiltrate via the ether inlets. If I'm right and the Mechon do feed off ether, then we're sure to find some form of influx channel. Our objective is to reach one of those channels.
Don't go dying on me, Shulk.
I won't. You take care as well.
Cheers.
Looks like it's just us.
Right. We head for the hilt of the sword. Galahad Fortress.
Okay.
One year on. Now, at last, we will seize our destiny. Isn't that right, Shulk?
So another has appeared with the ability to wield the Monado. But why would Zanza release the Monado? He surely knows it would become a double-edged sword. Yet he relinquishes it to that mere child. And a face escaped my control and acted alone. Now that the Monado has been freed, it appears the usefulness of the faces has come to an end. Although, perhaps there are still things to be learnt from having them challenge the boy.
All right, so with all that taken care of, we are now on our own to begin starting exploring Sword Valley. Anyway, let's go ahead. Let's get our main boy out, and I'm kind of feeling an ether party. You know, a nice Shulk, Melly, Ricky combo. I think it'll be very nice for this upcoming Mechon extravaganza. So, like Alvis was saying before, he was so graciously rescued from our iron grips as a part of the party. The road ahead's gonna be a pretty tough one. If you couldn't already tell, this place is massive. We're gonna be fighting a lot of Mechon, so we best get equipped. So if we go to the shop, you're going to see that we actually have an anti-mechon weapon available for everyone, except Shulk. What will we do? It's not like he has the Monado or anything. So I'm going to go ahead. I got the cash to spare, man. We're drowning in it, man. I got gold coins up to my boots, which is admittedly not very far up. Also, what is recovery up? I can't. Oh, it's HP restored. Okay. Well, you know what? Again, we got plenty of money, so I'm just going to grab anything that I don't already have at least one of. That way, maybe next episode, we can have some pretty cool, unique armor sets. Yeah. I'm also going to go ahead and, the reason why we haven't shown any of the change equipment yet is because I am going to go ahead, do the Collectopedia, and then when we get all those gems, then I'll go ahead, I don't need any books. Do I? Nah, we'll be fine. But I'll go ahead, once I do that, I'll go ahead and put all the gems on too, and then we'll be good to go, and then I'll show that equipment off. So I'll go ahead, and right now, I'll go ahead and keep saying go ahead and equip all this new gear. So give me 1 sec. So one thing I do want to note real quick is that one of the cool properties with the Ether is that even if you're not enchanted or using an anti-mechon weapon, it'll actually do damage to the mechon, at least more than one, like a physical art would do. The thing is though, if you're not enchanted or if you're not using the anti-mechon weapon, you will get a damage penalty, and so that's why I picked up a weapon for both Melia and Ricky. Okay, so I think that should be good. I'll go ahead, just kind of scroll through everyone and finally show off that change equipment that I did in between episodes. Oh my god, I didn't do the Collectopedia, even though I said literally a minute ago that I would actually do the Collectopedia before to get it, and then get the gems, and then put the gems on before actually showing off the armor and doing Oh, okay, you know what? No, it's fine, we will amend this right now. I swear to God, guys, one of these days I will actually do the Collectopedia, get all the gems, and then actually equip those new gems when I finally update the armor and do the new sets, so that it can be one whole complete process as opposed to being staggered and all weird and discombobulated. And also, although that thick, soggy fur cuddling one keeps you warm, Xenoblade Chronicles, no! There's only one fluid I can think of that would make it warm and soggy, and I don't feel comfortable with multiple of those little guys lining our pockets, keeping us soggy and warm. Well, with that, we get Stranos' Cutlass. I'm assuming that's a weapon for Dumban, and I am basically done with life. But you know what I'm not done with? These ether gears. They're pretty cool. So, as opposed to the naturally forming crystal deposits of Bionis, we now get these gear things on Mechonis. Very cool. But yeah, with that, let's go ahead and get on our way. So, yeah, these weird balcony things, they're going to be a little copy pasted throughout Sword Valley, so I might as well kind of get our groove on now, kind of get well acquainted with the layout of these things. Plot twist, they're not going to change basically throughout the entirety of Sword Valley. Although I'm looking at the minimap now and I'm noticing that it's not actually connected to anything, so I'm pretty sure I wasted my time coming up here, but you know what, at least we get the awesome view of this opening area, so I guess we can't complain too much. Go ahead and zoom out a little bit, and yeah, you can actually see down there, we do have one of the Colony Defense Force mech things. Don't actually know what the proper name for those are. I think they've called them by name, but hey, we get the edgiest bottle of all the bottles, so I guess we can't complain too much for coming up here. Question is, can we make it down? Yeah, we fine. No need to be concerned. I don't know what I'm doing. Aside from collecting this purple lamp. I mean, don't know what that's doing here on the body of our sworn enemy, but I mean, we will take those and we'll also not strain our eyes when reading at night. So, cool. Sword Valley, though. There's so much I want to say about this place. I literally have no idea where to start. Also, Ged Fortress, very nice. It's gonna be a dead fortress once we're through with it. Heyo! But yeah, I guess before we do anything, there's one thing I want to take care of because I don't think I've read my books in quite some time. Okay, yeah, we had 2 of them to do. I'll go ahead and just take care of those now. Sweet. I think, were those both familiar? I know Starlight Kick was. Can't remember what the first one was for. I'm also gonna go ahead and equip Battle Soul to Shell because again, we're gonna be fighting a ton of Mechon. I might actually be in some situations where I'll need that extra talent art gauge. So bada boom, bada bang. Right here though, this is one of the main mechanics of Sword Valley. Throughout these different fortresses and different like hidden locations, we're gonna be finding these little gate things to unlock these massive doors to progress to the new or to the next area of Sword Valley. Now, one of the things about this place is that it might seem, ooh, hi boys, speaking of Mechon, but this place might seem super linear. I mean, that whole passage was literally just like one narrow walkway with one pretty ornate scaffolding, right? But that could be further from the truth, that being that this place is linear. This place has like a million different ways to progress. Using those gates and activating those like panel, oh god, okay, hold on, give me 1 sec, I will finish the slot. Dang straight, Ricky. Everyone do good. Except for me, for not avoiding that enemy. But hey, that's neither here nor there, because again, one of the reasons why I love Sword Valley so much, we could have just gone the mainstream route and just done the Get Fortress button, then activated the access and then gone through the gate the normal way, or by going through that little slightly hidden side passage, we've now emerged on top of the gate, and you can actually see right over there, that's the button that we activated. Completely optional. And most of the ways they can progress through Sword Valley are going to be optional, or there's, I guess a better way to say is that there's going to be different branching paths and different ways to tackle the same obstacle. And also we got Fortress units, brand new Mechon type. I'm not looking forward to fighting those guys because, ugh, blech. But there's so much I want to say about Sword Valley. When I was playing through this place for the first time, I actually didn't like it because of Juju Silvers. There it is. That's the only reason I hated Sword Valley, because there's no escape. No matter where we go, he will follow. Also, side note, what is a Juju? Excuse me? Would it be like Juju when he's first playing a competitive video game? You know, like a Jujube? Anyway, what was that? Oh, okay. So I didn't really like Sword Valley because they put this gate here, and I just want the ether deposit, man. Why would you put that cage? It serves literally no purpose. The Mechon trips, if they're trying to go through these side passages, they're just gonna get blocked. It's gonna be an inconvenience for both parties, both the invaders and also the not invaders. There's probably a different word for that. Either way, we got to the next gate. Point is, actually, I still haven't made a point. Playing through, oh, so offensive, man. You are violating my safe zone. You're also a brand new Mechon type, so we gotta fight you. We gotta go all SJW, all up in his house. Anyway, though, there's a lot of reasons why I didn't like Sword Valley playing through. I will finish this thought one of these days. I swear to Jesus that I will. Really, the biggest reason was that I was so wrapped up in the story. I wanted to know what was going to go on with Fiora and Mumkar and the weird gold-faced Mechon so badly that, like, when it came time to the game being like, hey, you actually have to play me again, I was like, come on! I just want to know what's going on. Why you do the thing you do, game? So I was impatient. That was part of the reason. I also, originally, I just didn't really appreciate the aesthetics of Sword Valley. Also, Dolgan Apis, very nice. What do you guys say we kind of Metal Gear Solid our way? These guys do not have the widest cone of vision, to say at least. Okay, right here. Sword Valley actually has a bunch of different scattered surprise quests, like this one. By defeating the unique enemy that is Resatinhia, then we will be able to complete that quest. So, yeah. So, in addition to just being impatient, wanting to know, guys, can you please? Really? I swear to God, if a quarter is going to be the undoing of our party, I'm going to file so many complaints with Shulk and Co. Mostly Co in this case. Shulk, for once you were being okay. Anyway, I wasn't the biggest fan of this place's aesthetics to me, because again, all I was really doing was just going along the ground. All I saw was like the kind of gross brown dying grass and all that fun stuff. I just thought that this place looked really gross. Like, you know, the green glowy lights were kind of a cool addition, but that was, all I was really seeing was just the rustic part of Sword Valley, and so for that reason, you know, especially being so spoiled by the stuff like Sartorial Marsh and Air at Sea, even Alchemoth, and, I mean, like, basically any other area, I just wasn't a fan of the aesthetics, but, okay, well, I mean, hey, no harm, no foul. I guess, you know, it's just a, yeah, so another new mechanic that's gonna be here for Sword Valley. Anytime we find one of these covert killer guys, if you let them pass you without killing it, they basically serve as like a little scout that will kind of alert the enemies, or in this case, a whole big band of baddies to our location, and all the fun stuff. But since then, I've definitely come to appreciate the aesthetics of Sword Valley. This place is gorgeous. I love it to death. It also, like, musically, whenever I think of like standout tracks of Xenoblade, the Sword Valley music is never stuff that comes to mind, but it's always something that the more I listen to it, and every time it comes up and I actually do end up hearing it, I just end up getting really into it. I love the sound, I love the music, and I just need all of it in my body, essentially. Melia, you, okay, thank God, was not paying attention to what she actually had, so it was a little bit of a gamble on my part. My bad. I'm so bad whenever the AI has Melia, and then I'm gonna do a chain attack. I'm so bad about checking if she actually has arts summoned. So I guess I could also, I guess if I was wanting to, even if I couldn't see her, I could just look at what her buffs are, because I could at least verify that she would have at least one, you know, because we would need, if we had one icon, that would mean we'd have at least one buff going on, potentially more. Either way. So okay, I have like a checklist of things that I'm trying to go through. Why at first I didn't like Sword Valley, but now I've come to, oh, okay. First off, Deadshot 4, okay. Not too shabby. I do recommend at this point, if you haven't been leveling up Nato Shield, definitely do so. It's gonna be in your best interest, because we're, as you can see, we're now up to at least at the minimum level 4. And if I'm not mistaken, I think even a little bit, it might go up to 5. I can't remember the exact level cap at this point for different enemy talent arts, but I do recommend, I think I just have mine up to like level 6 at this point, and that should be more than enough to handle that. You should just do that. 10,000, we will take it. Can we, Ricky, I don't, okay. You got it, boss. I really wish I would have held off a little bit, but hey, you know what? 37,000 damage. I'm not gonna complain. We're running out of stuff for Melia to do. Okay, you know what? That was a fine point to break off, because I had like nothing else for Melia to do afterwards. So okay. Bam, not too bad. I didn't even mention this, but that guy does have a topple spike, and actually most of the unique enemies here will have some form of super nasty topple spikes. So for that reason, highly recommend kind of holding off the whole toppling thing. I think there's like 1 or 2 unique monsters that don't, but for the most part, I'm just not gonna be doing it. Just to, you know, play it safe and not to get like utterly boned, because it's still gonna happen again. We're finally at that point in the game where we're back to being like on par with enemy levels, or in some cases they're actually gonna be higher leveled than us, which is exciting. We're gonna be having some really like dire stake battles again, which is just all kind of shades of nasty exciting. Wow, I can words. Okay, but in addition to me being impatient with story, with me not really digging the aesthetics of this place, because I just wasn't really looking around a whole lot, I wasn't really taking the time to soak it in and really appreciate the aesthetics of this place, especially in contrast with the other areas that were a lot more saturated with colors. I was playing completely on the ground, just doing the bare bones, like going through the gates and all that fun stuff. And so to me, I thought that this place was super linear. I thought it was just like essentially one long hallway. I never branched out. I didn't really do a whole lot of exploring. Again, I was just so dead set on getting through as fast as I could that I didn't stop to smell the flowers. And turns out the flowers in Sword Valley, pretty dang fragrant. Metaphorically speaking, because there actually are no flowers. Everything is dead. Everything is dying, and it's very sad. Also, hey, check this out. Oh my God, Shulk can hover. Whoa. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. Ooh, we got some like tall boys over here too. All right. But yeah, like right up here, we're actually getting to a point where now we have a bunch of different branching paths that we can do. We could go either on the ground, or we take this right path, take the left path. Actually, I think I'm gonna go ahead and cross over real quick, kind of go around that. Yeah, we got a bridge over there. So I'll meet you guys over by that entrance real quick. Oh wait, no, I'm done. Hold up. Let's actually go through this one first, and then we'll go through the other one, because we're finally gonna get some long due redemption for the design of Sword Valley. Bud of Eternity. Huh. I bet these Mechon boys could use a Bud of Eternity after I'm through with them. You know what? Okay, never mind.
We can do better than anyone.
Debatable.
Things are going to plan.
Very debatable, Ricky. You may have fallen asleep throughout like the entirety of that fight. But hey, we've already covered that. That's the epitome of Xenoblade. But yeah, if we make our way to the end of the passage, look who it is, our long-awaited fire ether gear. I'm so salty about that wall. Who put that there? Who thought it was a good idea? Who did this? Why can't we be Paper Mario? Press the R button, go sideways, go flip flop zippity bop, because we don't know the jabs all the I'm losing my mind. You know what? I'm just gonna meet you back at the entrance to this. All right, we out. Oh, Melia! Can't believe she's fucking dead. Anyway, guess we'll just go ahead and cross over to the other side the old-fashioned way, because Lord knows I just can't handle anything else. All right, well, we'll get our darkness bottle, our Shadow the Hedgehog in glass form, and our juicy melon. It's like they knew I was playing as Melia. Heyo! And be on our way. So, ooh. Did he just, hold on. I'm sorry, I know I'm wasting time, but I need to do this for science. Does he have a gosh darn, well, he does have a really nice booty, but does he have a gosh, he does. I swear to God. I swear to Monolith Soft. Why? Why did you make both? Why did you make everyone, both friend and foe alike, a heckin' meme? Pardon my French. Okay, so with that diversion out of the way, forgive me, Pop, where I've sinned yet again. This area is really, really cool. We're gonna be kind of seeing just on a grand scale just how much ether is getting pumped out from the Bionis into the Mechonis. But as we kind of make our way to this new place, the what's it called again? Ether storage area. I've realized that I actually haven't been able to let you guys listen to this music in its full glory. So what do you guys say we jam out a little bit? God, the music's so good here. And also, again, I don't know what I was thinking when I thought that this place was really ugly, because places like Ether Storage Area are just so gorgeous. I love them. But I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna go through this passageway real quick like. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna get to the end of here, because I can't remember if we can go through here yet, or if we have to go through the fortress that's over in Ether Storage Area first. I'm gonna apologize. Oh, okay, this is third gate. Okay, so we actually have to go to the other fortress in Ether Storage Area before we can progress through third gate. I'm gonna apologize, I'm a little rusty on Sword Valley's layout, so my bad. Ah, this place is so pretty. And over here we actually have like little nestle of item orbs. Very cool. But with that, we could go to that fortress, but if we head back over this way, I think I'd rather like to do, I like to take care of a landmark, and also one more unique monster before we end things off. I feel like we haven't made like a ton of progression this episode, so I wanna get at least a couple more milestones out of the way. Also, Citron Gooseberry? Is it like the Sour Gooseberry's cousin? I feel like we just keep eating a bunch of like Bionis Lake references between Juju Silver and now Citron Gooseberries. What is happening, game? What is happening? But yeah, look, man, I'm gonna be a broken tape recorder, but Sword Valley, it's cool. I mean, guys, we're traveling on a sword, on a giant colossal being's gosh darn sword. Like, it literally doesn't get any cooler than that. It doesn't get any more anime than that. It also, oh, I thought we had that for skill learned. Melia learns how to fucking die. Forgive me, pa. Okay, so this is the landmark, Mechonis Wound. If we go inside, there's actually gonna be a bunch of collectibles for us to grab. So you know, let's do it. Let's go. Also gonna go ahead, once we grab these little bad boys, I'm gonna go ahead and I kind of want to zoom out. So yeah, we actually have a wound inflicted from what I'm assuming is the Bionis onto the sword. Although I'm actually I wonder, because, okay, Sword Valley is where the prologue happened. I wonder if this is the area where Dumban kind of went all like Super Saiyan with the Monado, like at the very end of the prologue, and maybe that is what created the crater? Ooh, oh my god. I don't actually know. Again, guys, if you know where the prologue actually took place on Sword Valley, like if you actually have concrete proof, let me know. We also, as much as that looks like another gate, we can't actually go past that, so we ain't about that life. We're just gonna head back this way. Oh no, it's called the Monado wound. Oh, I thought it was called bad. Oh my, okay, well, I guess maybe I just solved that riddle on my own. Wow, okay, so maybe this is the place where Dumban, Mumkar, and Dixon, did I say Dixon twice? I can't remember. Maybe that's where they did make their last stand, and then Mumkar heckin' died. Guys, are we really repeating this, guys? First Melly and Ricky, and now Ricky and Shulk. I'm sensing a common thread here. Ricky, what are you doing to my party? Guys, it's just a gap. You can do a little hop, skip, jumperoo, and we're... Okay, fine. You know what? Fine. We'll play by your rules, guys. We'll just lead them over here. No, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. You know, it's not like I want, like, reliable party members or anything. No, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, so, Benevolent Aim. Aside from having, like, a really cool name, like, man, in my next life, please, Lord Almighty, name me Benevolent Aim. What do we have? Ooh, Deadly Chainsaw. Okay, so if you can see, this does have that cone of area effect. Was that English? I don't think that was. Shulk, we are actually going to be using your mechanics for once. Yay! Look at that. Oh, I'm so happy that we're, like, finally same level as all the baddies. But yeah, cone area of effect. So I do want to get out of the way of that because I think, did that also hit Ricky? He might have been just outside. Oh yeah, he would have been outside that. But yeah, I really do. I like how even if you don't have the aggro ring, you do still definitely need to be aware of your positioning in terms of the other enemy, because a lot of enemies have those cone area of attack, area of effect attacks, area of attack effects. That's not right. Or they do just have the kind of like the ring around them, so you do need to back up a little bit to get outside the range. Another deadly, no, Gaia Chainsaw, or Gala Chainsaw? Is that an L or an I? Cannot tell. What you can't tell is that Shulk is gonna be freaking dead. Again, pardon my French, guys. I know I'm so obscene this episode. What is my deal? I don't know. Andy Leiter, where is he? I don't know. That's a reference from my marching band. Y'all wouldn't understand. The true me, the nerd me, trumpet player me, section leader me. Anyway, I think this guy has another topple spike. Not 100% sure on that. I did know for a fact that our first unique boy did have a topple effect that was pretty stank nasty. This guy, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm not gonna risk it because bada boom, bada bing. We already won. Me too, Ricky. You know what? Honestly, yeah, Shulk, it really wasn't that bad. And okay, get some pretty nice booty, some quality plunger. Heck yeah, dude. Speaking of plungers, really huge side tangent. The Mario plus Rabbids game looks so good. It also has an opera scene, so I like actually need it? Question mark. Although it's not really, it's more exclamation than real true question. Either way, with that guy taken care of, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and meet you guys back at Aether storage area. Man, every time I see this place, it always just really gets you thinking, you know? Like, how many thousands upon thousands of gallons of ether have been, not only are getting pumped out of the Bionis right now, but have been getting drained out of the Bionis since God knows how long, you know? It's such a crazy thing to see. So anyway, that's gonna be it for today. Thank you all so much for watching me play, because in the next episode, we're gonna be making our way hopefully to the end of Sword Valley, make our way onto the doorstep of Galahad Fortress, and seizing our destiny. See you guys then.